I wanna know. Can you show me? I wanna know about the strangers like me. Come stop your crying, it'll be alright. Just take my hand and hold it tight. I will protect you from all around you. I will be here, don't you cry. Something so strong, it seems so, I don't know. For one so small, you seem so strong. I will hold you, keep you safe and warm. This bond between us can't be broken. I'm singing the wrong words. I will be here, don't you cry, 'cause you'll be in my heart. What's the two world song at the beginning? Two worlds become one. That one is so good. And then shoo-ba-doop ba-da-da, shoo-ba-doop ba-da-da, ba-da. That one's good too. Okay. Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today, I'm going to talk about Tarzan. Tarzan is a 1999 animated theatrical release. It is directed by Chris Buck and Kevin Lima. Chris Buck is best known for Frozen 1 and 2, Surf's Up, and Pocahontas. Kevin Lima I covered in the video about a Goofy movie. The link will be in the description. There are 13 supervising animators. I've covered all of them except 4 in previous videos. That will be listed in the description. The 4 I haven't covered are Jay Jackson, Sergio Pablos, John Ripa, and Bruce W. Smith. Jay Jackson is best known for Hercules, Scooby-Doo, Atlantis, and Treasure Planet. Sergio Pablos is best known for Klaus, Despicable Me, Treasure Planet, and Rio. John Ripa is best known for Raya and the Last Dragon, Frozen, Big Hero 6, and Tangled. Bruce W. Smith is best known for Space Jam, The Princess and the Frog, The Proud Family, and Happily Ever After, Fairy Tales for Every Child. The film is edited by Gregory Perler, who is best known for Sing, Despicable Me 2, Enchanted, and Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. The music is by Mark Manzina and Phil Collins, and it's written by Tab Murphy, Bob Sudeker, and Noni White. I've covered everybody except Phil Collins in previous videos. They'll be listed and linked in the description. Phil Collins is best known for being a musician. Come on. The film is based off a book called Tarzan of the Apes by Edgar Rice Burroughs, released in 1912. Shall we compare? John and Alice are marooned in a jungle of Africa in 1888. Alice has a son but dies a year later and his father is killed by Kerchak. Kala adopts John II and names him Tarzan, which means white skin. Tarzan discovers the cabin his parents lived in and teaches himself all about humans, including how to read English. One day he is attacked and kills the gorilla with his father's knife. He becomes a skilled hunter and Kerchak grows jealous. Tarzan kills him and becomes king of the apes. People settle in the area and kill Kala, Tarzan's mother. Tarzan seeks revenge by stealing their weapons and playing evil pranks on them. They try to placate him thinking he's a spirit. When Tarzan is 21, Jane and his cousin William Clayton get marooned in the jungle. He's related to Clayton? He helps them in secret and saves Jane from many different dangers in the jungle. Tarzan rescues D'Arnot, a French naval officer, who takes Tarzan on his rescue ship. He teaches him to speak French and takes him to the land of the white men where he could connect with Jane. Tarzan takes these months of travel to learn to speak English and how to act like a gentleman. Tarzan finds Jane in Wisconsin where she's engaged to William. D'Arnot discovers that Tarzan is John Clayton II, the rightful heir to his inheritance, but he renounces his claim so Jane can be happy at the end. I'd say they're different. I feel like you can see the inspiration in this movie, but otherwise it is nothing like the book. The film stars Tony Goldwyn, Minnie Driver, Glenn Close, Brian Blessed, Nigel Hawthorne, Rosie O'Donnell, Wayne Knight, and Lance Henriksen. Glenn Close plays Kala, Nigel Hawthorne plays Professor Porter, and Wayne Knight plays Tantor. I've covered all of them in previous videos. They'll be listed and linked in the description. Tony Goldwyn plays Tarzan and is best known for Ghost, The Mechanic, The Last House on the Left, and The Last Samurai. Minnie Driver plays Jane and is best known for Grosse Pointe Blank, Good Will Hunting, The Phantom of the Opera, and Sleepers. Brian Blessed plays Clayton and is best known for Flash Gordon, Phantom Menace, Much Ado About Nothing, and this. Rosie O'Donnell plays Turk and is best known for Sleepless in Seattle, The Flintstones, A League of Their Own, and this. Lance Henriksen plays Kerchak and is best known for Near Dark, Alien vs. Predator, Aliens, and Hard Target. This was the first Tarzan film to ever be animated. It was the first adaptation of Tarzan to ever be animated, which was very exciting. In 1995, Jeffrey Katzenberg approached Kevin Lima about directing an adaptation of this film, but through the Canadian television department, and Kevin Lima was very hesitant. He didn't seem interested, but then after Katzenberg left, Michael Eisner approached Kevin Lima with it again, but this time in feature animation, and Kevin Lima signed on. Kevin Lima asked Chris Buck to be the co-director, who was very hesitant, but then after hearing all of Kevin Lima's passionate ideas, decided to sign on. They reworked the third act, so Tarzan didn't go back to England. They reworked Kerchak, they reworked Clayton. They had to battle the racism of the African characters in the original story. Apparently, there are some very racist portrayals of Africans in the original book. They also, in order to deal with the scene where Tarzan finds out of his past, they brought in adoptive parents to discuss how that scene should go. Brendan Fraser auditioned twice for the role of Tarzan, but he ended up getting the role in George of the Jungle, so Tony got the role of Tarzan. Tony had a lot of difficulty with the Tarzan yell, so it actually is Brian Blessed doing the Tarzan yell. He's Clayton in this movie. And then Woody Allen was supposed to be Tantor, but Jeffrey Katzenberg stole him and convinced him to come be in the Ants cast instead of being in the Tarzan cast, and he was replaced by Wayne Knight, which is great and fantastic for Disney because Woody Allen's a piece of garbage. There were two animation teams, one in Burbank and one in Paris. This was becoming more and more normal. Glenn Keane was the main animator for Tarzan, and he was excited because he thought it would be easy because he was only wearing a loincloth, but then he realized that meant he had to do realistic muscles, so he had to work by studying animals and working with an anatomy professor, and then the entire animation team went and studied gorillas in Kenya. Deep Canvas is a 3D painting and rendering technique that was created for the backgrounds of this film. Kevin Lima decided none of the characters would sing because, quote, "I thought a half-naked man breaking out into song on a branch would be ridiculous." So he decided to bring in Phil Collins, who would sing songs and serve as a narrator of sorts. Phil Collins not only sang the songs in English, but also in French, Italian, German, and Spanish for those respective dubs. The film had a $130 million budget, made $448.2 million in the box office, won an Oscar for Best Song for You'll Be in My Heart, has an 89% on Rotten Tomatoes, and was praised for its fantastic animation, good pace, and thrilling action sequences. Roger Ebert gave it 4 stars. There's a spin-off television show called The Legend of Tarzan, which ran from 2001 to 2003, picking up where the film left off. There's also a direct-to-video sequel called Tarzan and Jane, which came out in 2002, and Tarzan 2 came out in 2005. It also appears in a Broadway show, which ran from 2006 to 2007, and it appears in 5 different video games, including the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Okay, I've never seen this. Don't come for me. I just didn't see it when I was a kid, and then I never really saw it as an adult, and then when I started this project, I purposely made sure not to watch it so that I would have my first reaction to it be for this video. So I've never seen it. Wow. First and foremost, 3 parent deaths. Some whoppers, okay? His 2 human biological parents, deadzo. Kerchak dies. And some of you might be like, Kerchak's not his dad, but it's his adopted dad. He calls him my son. They have a difficult relationship, but they love each other. And he leaves the king of the apes to him. He could have left it to anyone, but he left it to Tarzan. Come on. 3 parent deaths. I absolutely cried more than once. We'll get there. This film, visually stunning. Are we kidding? The animation is to die. Obviously, the music goes so hard. And everyone, like, all over TikTok, there's a ton of jokes about how Phil Collins didn't have to go that hard. And he didn't have to do that. And that's absolutely correct. Phil Collins goes so hard. But you know, Mark Mancina also goes so incredibly hard. The score, like, yes, of course, the songs Phil Collins sings are so good. But the score, underneath everything else, is immaculate. Mark Mancina didn't have to do that, but here he is, just serving us that absolute deliciousness. All the technical aspects of this are so good. Amazing, incredible, the animation is stunning. I'm, like, mad at myself for not seeing it sooner. Tarzan killing the leopard was so cool and just, like, really BA. I'm gonna say BA. And for those of you that know what that stands for, great. The hand-to-hand, like, all the hand symbolism was so powerful, but that first hand-to-hand moment with Jane, like, I was like, oh wow, like, this is very profound. It's like the first time he's meeting someone that looks like him, and they have the same hands, and like, I don't know, and then he does the heartbeat thing, which is so cute and beautiful, and it's just a big deal. Professor Porter, hilarious. I'm obsessed with him. Fantastic. Tantor, amazing. I think Tantor might be my favorite character because I finally understand the is this water sanitary from when he's young, which is hysterical. But then even when he's older, some of the lines he has at Turk are so funny. They killed me so much. I loved a lot of the dialogue between Professor Porter, Clayton, and Jane was very fast-paced, and I thought that was very fun. I enjoyed that a lot. I was so nervous for the confrontation climax moment. I didn't know, like, I knew obviously Clayton was going to betray all of them and try to kill all the gorillas or capture them or whatever, but I didn't know exactly how that was going to play out. And obviously it's very good, but I was super nerve. And so the crying, I think it's time to talk about the crying. The first time, like, I got emotional at the hand touch, and I got emotional at a couple different moments, but the first time tears actually fell is when Tarzan, like, comes out and hugs Kala after she's shown him the cabin and where he's from, and he says, "You'll always be my mother." Wrecked. It wrecked me. And then I was emotional pretty much from that point on, kind of about everything, but the next thing that made actual tears fall is when Professor Porter says, "But you love him," and lets her go, and then says, "What the heck am I doing? Like, I'm not leaving my daughter, she's my everything," and jumps into the water and stays with her. And that destroyed me, because we love healthy parental relationships. And then I was actually very shocked at how Clayton died. I had no idea if he died, and if he did, how. I thought maybe he would accidentally shoot himself with his own gun, or an animal would come kill him or something. I was not expecting the death he received. That was intense, and the art for it was also like, wow. That's everything I have for Tarzan, if you can believe it. I feel like this went really, like, well, actually. I didn't feel like it was super long, but that's everything I have. Tarzan was excellent. I am blown away. I feel like I've been missing out, and I kind of want to watch it again, so I just might. That's everything I have, so my final rating is 10 gorillas out of 10. Our total movie count is... Our parent death toll is... Our cry count is... I think our parent death toll is over 150. That's a lot. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching when, follow me on Instagram or Twitter. You'll find out what movie I'm watching when. I put up videos every Monday and Friday, and sometimes Wednesday. Join Patreon. Buy merch. Until next time, commonly script on reviewers you do, and don't be Clayton about it. I can hear the jokes now. I don't want to hear it. I don't like bananas. Those are not ripe enough. What the heck? Always, I'll be with you. I'll be there for you always. Always and always. Damn.